Hi there, I'm Cimber Lily Quinn, harp teacher and harpist in Denver, Colorado, and online and around the world at rosalanimusic.net. And Rosalani, I'll tell you a little bit about Rosalani. Rosalani was my grandmother. She was a church organist and pianist. She was super musical. And I grew up thinking that everybody got together at the holidays and sang six-part harmony. That's just not so, but it was a great time when I was a kid. And so I named my studio for her. Her name was Rosa. And when I opened the studio at the time, I was living in Hawaii, and Lani in Hawaiian means heavenly. And so I feel like, you know, she's a heavenly rose who's hopefully blessing what I'm doing. I think she would be. So, so this will be our last lesson together, unless you decide you want to come and study with me, or just continue on your own too. That's great too. So, quick review before we get jamming here. Posture. Make sure you're sitting up. Check your hands. Opening and closing. Are you doing that? Good. Wrists flat. All of the thumbs are relaxed. Not hitchhiker thumb. Yep. And then you remember your notes D, F, and A, and remember that that is called a D minor chord. It is part of the Dorian scale. Dorian, D-O-R-I-A-N, named after a bunch of Greeks. Doric columns. Dorians created that. And this scale, and it comes up over and over and over again in jazz. So if you're going to be playing jazz, you definitely need to know what that is. So, but for now, we're going to play a stripped down version of the Dorian scale. We're just using those three notes again. And I didn't show you how to use the three fingers, so let me not do that. Oh, and fingers have the same numbers as in piano. So the thumb is finger number 1, 2, 3, 4, and pinky doesn't get used as I explained last time. But I do have a video called The Importance of the Pinky and Harp Playing. Check that out. So go ahead and find your D's, your F's, your A's. They don't have to be in order. They can be in any order, just D, F, and A. And I'm just using my index finger and my thumb and making sure that I'm closing each time. And I can sometimes reach for a string before I've played another one. So I might reach for this F before I play with my thumb. I might reach for the A with my thumb before I play the F. Not always, but that is a technique we'll talk about if you decide to continue studying. And then always do everything with your left hand as well. Opening and closing the index finger and the thumb. And remember that you can play these two notes together. And you do want to do this so that you can look at the strings in a moment's notice, know where the D's are, know where the A's are, know where the F's are, and where they are in relation to each other. Because eventually, you're going to learn how to do that without looking. And then you can go a lot faster. You can play them one at a time like this. There's so many things you can do just with 3 notes. It's wonderful. You can do a hand over hand. We haven't even added the backing band. So many beautiful things you can do. So there's also a medicinal quality to the D minor Dorian mode that I'll be happy to share with you if you take lessons with me. But just the briefest description of it is it's very soothing, but it can be overdone. So it can get depressive and dirgy sounding if you play it too long, or you don't have the right tempo or the right backing band. But initially it can be just this beautiful meditation. And especially with the harp, the music happens between the notes. You play the note, you play the note, and then it's the mixture of those 2 notes that continues to vibrate around in the other strings. So you don't have to play fast, and you don't have to play a lot to make it beautiful. It can be this. I'm just playing different notes of those same three notes. And the harp is doing the rest of the work. Very hardworking girl. Awesome. All right, let's get on to the last bit I want to do here, which is some jamming. So back to, I want to share my screen with you again and show you the iReal Pro. Yeah, so this is the same thing we've been working with the last few sessions. I have this set up to play 4 times, and let's just go for it. Let's do that a few times. I like it very, very much. Okay, let me see how we're doing for time. Oh, I didn't start my timer, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Let's do it more. Let's do it like 8 times. And here we go. D. Using 3 fingers here. Get fancy, go with the A. Here you go, the A. That's the next lesson. Whoops, okay. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that little adventure, starting from geography of the harp, the posture, the D, F, and A, something really simple and beautiful that you can play. Did we read any music? No. Do you need to? No. Would it be nice, helpful down the road? Yes, but not necessary. It's a need, it's a nice to have, not a need to have. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this series of learning how to play harp. I would love for you to come and study with me more, or if you got a teacher near you and that's more convenient, more power to you both. I'd love to hear how it's going. And if you're just an adventurer, keep working with this material, and I'd love to hear from you what you come up with. Thanks so much, and see ya at rosalanimusic.net.